Ms. Dykes, we left off yesterday, we were talking about Kyle Williams. And Kyle Williams is your son, is that right?
Yes.
He's your youngest son, is that correct?
Yes.
And he's the one that actually introduced you and Chuck, is that correct?
Yes.
He was the manager of the bar at on-premise, and he actually initially hired Chuck as a doorman and a bouncer, is that right?
Yes.
And, Kyle knows Dax, Kyle knows Freddie, Kyle knows all those guys down there that hang out at the on-premise on a regular basis, is that right?
He knows the ones at on-premise, yes.
Okay. And Kyle is still here locally in Dallas, is that right?
Yes.
Now, all the rest of your children, Aaron and Chelsea, were living with you in Mesquite, the 3113 Kensington house, and they all moved back to Florida, but Kyle stayed here in Dallas, is that right?
Yes.
And you and Kyle are really close, is that right?
Yes.
You guys talk frequently, and throughout the course of when you left Dallas, you continue to stay in communication with them, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, we were talking yesterday about Kyle, and as I said, you have continued to talk to him up until today, is that right?
Yes.
I mean, as often as you can.
Yes.
Now, you told Kyle, or you became aware through Kyle in a phone conversation that the DA's office was trying to contact him, didn't he?
I'm not aware of that for sure. I don't remember that he mentioned anything like that.
Okay. You know that he called you, or you called him. You called him, and he told you that we had gone out to his apartment and left a business card out there, right?
I don't remember him saying that specifically.
And he told you that he thought it was the neighbor that kind of ratted him out as to where he lived, right?
I really don't remember him saying anything like that.
And he later told you that he had gotten a subpoena via text message from us, right?
He mentioned he had gotten a subpoena via a text message, and I told him I wasn't sure if that was correct service of a subpoena.
Because you know the law and you know your way around the courtroom, right?
I do know about subpoena service, yes.
Okay. And you couldn't get a hold of, you were talking to Aaron, again, you talk to him frequently as well, right?
I do.
And you were talking to him last week, just last week on October 8th. I'm sorry, not October 8th, December 8th, weren't you?
I don't really know the date. I talk to Aaron when he's off and I can catch him, so
Okay,
I'm not
he's
sure.
off around 7:33 or 6:33 at night, isn't he?
It depends on the route he runs. He's an armed guard.
Okay, and that's what he was doing when he was here. He was working when he was in Dallas, wasn't he?
Yes.
Okay, and was Chelsea working when she was in Dallas?
No.
But Jimmy was working at the Amazon.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The phone number you use for Aaron is 407-412-1331. Is that right?
Yes.
And when you call, you talk for several minutes, 10, 15 minutes, somewhere around there sometimes.
Yes.
And you recall, you know that Aaron was talking to you about the trial, was talking to you about Kyle, and telling him that Kyle needs to communicate with you, right?
I don't remember specifically the conversation.
Okay, that sounds about right, doesn't it?
Can you repeat it?
That you were talking to Aaron and telling him that Kyle needs to communicate. You need Kyle to communicate more.
With whom? Like,
With
I
you.
don't know. Like, well, I talk to him every day, so that doesn't necessarily make sense.
Okay. And Aaron told you that, or you told Aaron that Kyle doesn't need to show up. Is that right?
I don't even know what that context would be.
Okay. Well, Aaron told you that Kyle was going to come to trial on Monday, and you said he does not need to come to court on Monday, and I told him that. Do you recall that?
I don't specifically recall these conversations because, again, I talk to the kids like all the time. So.
And you asked Aaron to make sure that Kyle knows, no, do not come to the courtroom. Aaron asked you, is this because of the subpoena? And you reply, yeah, like, I'm not going to say anything more than that. Do you remember that?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
You need to hear that phone call to refresh your recollection of it.
I wouldn't, it wouldn't make a difference if I heard it. Like, I don't really recall having said that, but
So if you heard your voice and you heard Aaron's voice and you heard that conversation, are you telling this jury that just wouldn't refresh your recollection at all about the conversation?
I don't remember having said it. Like, I talk to my kids every day. So,
Your Honor, may I have the witness and defendant listen to her jail call from that particular day to refresh your recollection?
You can. Are there any earphones, and can you take the laptop up there for the proper refreshing of her recollection?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any earphones for this?
1 second, Your Honor. Your Honor, if I may, I can grab something for her.
That'd be great, rather than the jury act.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. But if not, we can do that. Oh, excellent, thank you.
Just can I move that?
You can put it on the floor.
Okay, thank you. Judge, I'm gonna sit in this chair if that's okay.
That's totally fine. It'll go.
No, with my luck, it'll fall.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Commissioner Bertrand.
Can you hear?
mm-hmm, I can.
jump ahead to the portion we've been talking about.
Ms. Dykes, did that refresh your recollection of that call?
It did, thank you.
Okay, and, I mean, what I was asking you about, the fact that you're talking to Aaron and you're discussing Kyle's appearance here in court, you told Aaron, he does not need to come to court Monday. I told him that, is that right?
I did.
And, she asked Aaron to make sure that Kyle knows, no, do not come to the courtroom, right?
Yes.
And Aaron asked, is this because of the subpoena, is that right?
Yes, he did.
And you said, yeah, like, I am not going to say anything more than that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Nina actually met Bill when she was like 16, is that right?
I'm not sure exactly the age that Nina met Bill, but she was young.
Very young, right?
I think it was after she graduated high school, so I'm going to say she was probably 18 or so.
And they got married shortly after, right?
I believe so.
She never had kids of her own?
No.
Now, you made it a point on direct yesterday to tell the jury, Chuck's a violent man, didn't you?
I did.
And you were so scared of Chuck that after you met him, you bought him a car, right?
I did buy a car, yes.
And you had to move into your house after your daughter and son and brother moved out, just within weeks, right?
Yes,
You invested in his rap career.
I did.
Right? And even after he produced something like Defense Exhibit 7, that rap video, you continued to invest in his rap career, right?
I did.
You were so scared of him that you got matching tattoos with him, didn't you?
I did.
You were so scared of him that you brought Nina, your best friend of 14 years and now wife, around this man, didn't you?
I did.
You were so scared of him that you chose his last name after getting married to Nina, right?
I chose Beltran.
And you were so scared of him that when he had a rap show in Arkansas, you paid for the rooms, you paid for the van, you paid for the slot, and you and Nina went up there to the rap show, right?
I did.
You were so scared of him that when this all happened and you learned that the FBI was looking for Chuck, you met him in Pennsylvania, 45 minutes away from where Nina's house was. Is that right?
I did.
In fact, may I approach the witness, Your Honor?
You may.
It states 404, I mean, that's a map where East Stroudsburg is compared to the city Bethlehem that you said he just showed up at with no notice. Is that right?
Yes.
Your Honor, state moves to admit states 404 for all purposes, tendering to defense counsel.
No objection, no.
State's Exhibit 404 is admitted for all purposes.
Permission to publish, Your Honor?
You may.
I mean, this is 37.1 miles away, right?
Yes.
He didn't know where to go. He went to Bethlehem and called you, and you met him there.
Actually, he did know the address of the house. Exactly.
Now, you were so scared of him that you all got him a passport in Buffalo, New York, didn't you?
We did.
You were so scared of him that you actually paid off his child support so that he could go with you to Mexico.
We did.
You actually left him in Mexico, didn't you?
We did.
You bought him a Jeep, didn't you?
No, we bought the Jeep for me.
You let Chuck drive the Jeep, didn't you?
He did drive the Jeep, yes.
And when you all left him in Mexico, you left him there for a couple weeks, didn't you?
We did.
And yet you went back and drove from Pennsylvania all the way down to Mexico to pick him back up, didn't you?
We did.
And when you picked him back up, you guys went to Albuquerque and you drove in 2 separate cars with Chuck all the way to Miami and let him move in Miami into the Miami apartment with you.
We did.
And then when he left that Miami apartment is when Nina got arrested and then you got arrested and then he was away from you, right?
Yes.
You did a lot of things to make sure that you stayed in contact with Charles Beltran, even though you had the opportunity when he went to Mexico to leave him there, didn't you?
We didn't feel that we really had any kind of choice in this. Ever.
Your Honor, Madam Principal Witness.
You may.
Ms. Dykes, this is State's Exhibit 5, which has been admitted for record purposes. Is this just an identical copy of that, and this one is just typed? Is that correct?
It appears to be.
Okay. Your Honor, we would like to offer State's Exhibit 403 for all purposes. Director Defense Counsel.
Oh, no objection, Judge, it's been briefed.
Is that 2 pages?
It's just 403 that we're entering into, admitting into evidence, just 1 page of the calendar.
All right. State's Exhibit 403 is admitted for all purposes.
Your Honor, pass the witness.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor.